Good afternoon, folkers. Excuse me. Snapzilla Gorilla, aka The Definition, coming at y'all with another short video. Okay. So I'm going to start with a question. Why isn't Pete Buttigieg? Wait, let me frame it this way. Why wasn't the mother who brought her 9-year-old child on stage to ask Pete Buttigieg how to come out as a gay person? How has she not been arrested for child abuse? What was it? Fucking prick. How is it that the mother of that child got arrested? Didn't get arrested for child abuse, number one. Number two, why did Pete Buttigieg fix his mouth to say that, oh, it's gonna be hard, you're coming out as gay and blah blah the blue blow? Let me for those of you guys who don't know what happened, who are confused, Pete Buttigieg, okay, the Democratic candidate who's trying to become president, okay, presidential candidate, had a town hall meeting, okay, and now I don't remember where this was. Not important to me because I don't give a fuck where that motherfucker going to try to rule over us, to try to get the people to to choose him to rule over us. I don't care where it was, okay. Town hall meeting, okay, and he was on stage when a mother brought her 9-year-old son on stage to ask Pete Buttigieg a question. And the question was this: how do you recommend I come out as a gay person? Or how do you recommend how do you find the courage to come out as a gay person? And I'm sitting up here thinking, dude, you're 9 years old. You don't know shit about your sexuality, okay? You don't know shit about gay or straight and whether you are or aren't, okay? Because despite the times, I know it's 2020 and it's the information age and there's a lot of information out there that he can find out about sexuality and gender roles and this, that, and the third. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You have no concept at 9 years old, no matter how much information you are given, no matter how precocious you are, no matter how intelligent you are, no matter the size of your IQ, you have no concept of sexuality at that age. And what little concept you may have has been forced upon you, indoctrinated into you by society. You haven't made a choice. In my mind, you haven't made a proper choice. You haven't been given enough time to experience life yet to know what your sexuality is. And to have this mother ask this question for her son on stage is just appalling. And then to have Buttigieg, a grown-ass man who should know better, who should know that this kid is very impressionable and many things can shape this kid's mind. To have him sit up there and entertain this question by telling him, oh, well, you already have the courage. Oh, does he? Does he have the courage, or does he have the confusion? No, he has the confusion. He doesn't know what the hell he is. You understand what I'm saying? When I was 9 years old, I was attracted to girls my age. They gave me a sensation, girls my age when I was in school, or my next door neighbor girl who actually took my virginity when I was 10 years old and she was 12. That's another story. But even when she took my virginity, I still had no concept. I still, I knew it felt good. I knew that, yeah, okay, this is nice. But that was the extent of it. It was like, okay, I didn't understand what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Until I had some concept, because I knew that she took my virginity. I knew she had a vagina, had a penis. But that was, I mean, I couldn't sit up here and say, oh, let me marry. You know, you just don't have a concept. Just because it happened doesn't mean that you fully know what you're doing, that you fully know what you want. Okay? Now, I will say this. I knew I liked girls, and that was it. I knew I didn't like boys. I knew that for a fact. I knew I liked girls. It is what it is. But even in knowing that, I still have no concept. Like, now but it's natural. It's natural for a man to be attracted to a girl and vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the natural thing. So you really don't need to understand it. All you have to do is grow with it. You grow with that desire. You know what I mean? Because that's what nature's all about. Nature's about continuing the bloodline, continuing and propagating the species, your family bloodline, and all that other shit. That's what it's about. So it was natural for me to be attracted to girls, to look at girls, and she's cute and all this other stuff, and to have certain sensation in my loins whenever I was playing house with a girl or something, whatever, you know. So anyway, this thing, when it has to do with being attracted to men, or a boy attracted to a boy like this kid thinks he is, that's a whole different ball game. That something happened to make him think that way. Okay, there were some outside influences that encouraged him to believe that he was gay. Okay, maybe, I don't know, he could have been touched by a man, or watching too much TV with sexually suggestive stuff in cartoons. I'm talking about children's cartoons that are very sexually suggestive. You're talking about Peter, not Peppa Pig or whatever the hell that cartoon is, that had the gay uncles, okay, getting married. You're talking about children watching this shit. And you have gay couples and cross-dressers. You got Starbucks SquarePants, whatever his name is, Starbucks SquarePants, whatever the hell his name is. You have all these images, all these things that are pushing this agenda, pushing this idealism, pushing this homosexuality onto our children. That is not natural, and it's confusing the fuck out of our children, okay? And now you have kids that are transitioning, right? You have kids transitioning, and then come to find out 90% of them completely regret ever having even thought about doing that, because they get to a certain age where they're like, look, this is what I really know that I like women, and I want to be a man, and I want to like women. But now it's too late, because you've been getting all these hormonal imbalance drugs and shit, throwing off your pH and skewing your testosterone versus estrogen shit, you know, just fucking you all up. So you've been going through that, you know, all these chemical processes. You know, the fact that they allow in this country, they allow children to go through transition at such an early age is completely asinine. It's asinine, and these people should be strung up. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, to have Buttigieg sit up here and encourage this young man to go full-fledged with this gay shit is completely ridiculous. And these are the people y'all want to vote for. You understand what I'm saying? This is the type of shit that we got coming down the pike. You know, like, being a heterosexual is soon going to be taboo. It's going to be a hate group. They're going to clump us in with hate groups. Like, oh, you're a white man who likes guns. Oh, you're a Nazi. Oh, you're a black man who lives in Chicago. You're a black man who lives in LA. You must be a gang member. Oh, you a straight man. Oh, you a homo terrorist. Or you're a hetero terrorist or some shit. Oh, you a homophobe. Oh, you don't want to kiss a tranny on TV? Genuine? Oh, well, you canceled. You know? And people like Pete Buttigieg are just amplifying the problem. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, it's a problem. I'm trying to tell you, homosexuality is a problem. Okay? Because, let me tell you, two men cannot have children together. All right? Two men cannot have children together. Two women cannot have children together. And it's just not, it's not natural. I mean, there are all kind of health complications that can come from being a homosexual male. Not even talking about a woman. Being a heterosexual male, there's all kind of health complications that can come about. And there's a health complications that can come about when a man does a girl up a poop shoot, like on a regular basis. Like, this is the type of shit. There's a reason these things happen when you go up, go in through an exit only portal. You understand what I'm saying? All kind of complications, anal prolapse, all kind of bacterial infections. Just the shit can snowball. All right, and now this 9-year-old boy, God knows what made him think that he was that way. I mean, this is the society we living in, and this is the type of shit they pushing on your children. And in order for them to be able to push it on your children without interference, without, they want to call it child abuse when you don't want to allow your child to be a tranny. They want to arrest you for wanting your child to be a heterosexual, for not allowing them to go through these sexual hormonal changes with the doctor. They want to call that child abuse. You see what kind of backwards world we living in? And this is why it's very important that we we keep our rights to keep and bear arms. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. As soon as it's going to be to where they're going to want to round your children up, they're not gonna be so covert about child sexual trafficking and all this other shit. They're gonna want to take your children out of your home and do whatever the hell they want to do with them. They're gonna want you to put your kids in school so they can teach them how to self-touch and how to use dildos and how to do anal and all this other shit that like they're already putting into these curriculums. This is a huge problem. And people like Pete Buttigieg sitting up on stage acting like this is a great thing. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. And this should not be allowed. That woman should be, I don't know, a huge investigation is going in regards to what that child has been through to make him think that he's a gay boy. So that's all I got for now. This is ridiculous. But he's one of the candidates. And he has a really good shot of getting the nomination, however that system works, Listen, y'all, pay attention to your children, okay? Keep an eye on your children. Pay attention to what they're watching on TV. Pay attention to what they're going through at school. Pay attention to what the teachers are teaching them. Because I go to a classroom, I work at the schools here in LAUSD. I go to a classroom, they have a bunch of strings going across the classroom from one end to the other, and it's a rainbow strings. It's strings set up like a rainbow. You see what I'm saying? No, they're not celebrating the fact that it just rained. No, motherfucker. It's the other rainbow. It's not the rainbow. It's the rainbow that signifies that you go the other way. In the classroom, going across, they had all gay posters. This shit is, listen, you're sending your children off to these schools and they're being indoctrinated. Okay? I'm glad I'm working in these schools so I can see what's being pushed. All these teachers are pushing this shit. And they're pushing this social justice warrior shit. Like, they're literally in the, people on the right use the term social justice warrior to clown these people. But they wear the mantle proudly. And they have it in their classrooms, and they're teaching your children how to be social justice warriors. AKA socialist. You feel me? So, I don't know, man. Pay attention to your children. Your children don't know what the hell they want at 9 years old. They damn sure don't know if they're gay or if they want to be a woman. Okay? They don't know that. children, that's what we got. That's what's going to pass on our legacy, our bloodline. And they want to destroy our children. They want to eliminate any chance for our children to carry on the bloodline. Not only that, but they're talking about by 2030, one of every 2 children are going to be autistic. So you're going to have a bunch of gay autistic children running around 20, 30 years from now, going to whatever type of college they can go to, and it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. We got to put a stop to this shit. We got to grab a hold of our children. We have to protect our children. We got to protect their mentality and their physical. So anyway, I don't know. I might put up the link in the description to show the video of Pete Buttigieg getting asked this question by an allegedly gay kid's mother, okay, on stage. So anyway, much love to you guys. Holla at y'all later. And stay up. Keep your children safe.